Saturday Social, brought to you by EA Sports FC with PlayStation 5.
This is Ask Theo. We gave you guys at home the chance to ask this man absolutely anything on the Sky Sports social media accounts. Theo, are you ready?
I'm ready. Yes.
Okay, let's do this. If you could relive one moment in your career, what would it be and why?
For me, it would be the England hat-trick, quite an easy one at 19.
Captain.
Yeah, youngest ever goal scorer hat-trick for England.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to relive that over and over again, yeah.
Was that the game that made you the most nervous?
No, never really. I was nervous
Really?
going into every game, really. Yeah, essentially when you're that young, you don't play with any fear. That's, you go for it, don't you?
At 19 though, lining up alongside, England legends, was there not a part of you was thinking, wow, I've got to play well today?
Do you know what? I remember actually David Beckham telling me that don't play too well. Because obviously that position number 7 was his,
Yeah.
so and then obviously scored a hat-trick, so I did no favours at all. Yeah, so.
I love it. The next one. Who was the most surprising player you ever trained with?
Thomas Rosicky.
Really?
Yeah, I just felt
What, in terms of technical?
everything about his training ability was incredible, and then the games again the same. But in training, he never wanted to lose. He essentially trained the way he played. His attitude to everything, his discipline off the field, everything was just like on point. And I didn't expect that from a professional at certain ages. Sometimes you can sort of drop off. But
A few people guilty of that.
Yeah, I might have been maybe in the time, but no. But he never used to fade away from anything. So yeah, I was very pleased with him. Really
A
excited.
lot of Arsenal fans were talking in the comments to this about Santi Cazorla.
Oh.
Some of his training ground performances, were they pretty special?
Do you know what, Santi, the thing about him, I remember him taking corners, set pieces, and then essentially Arsene wanted to take a left-footed corner, he just swapped feet. You wouldn't know what foot he was. That's how good he was. So yeah, incredible. He's still playing.
Still playing.
Really
Absolutely doing the business.
Yes.
Unreal. Bit of a different one here. What's your go-to takeaway order?
good. Go-to takeaway would be a Thai. Like a Thai, yeah, like a chicken pad king.
That is unique.
I love a bit of some chicken wings with that. Spring rolls. I go too much, so I'm gonna have to sort of damper down on that.
Now you're on Sky, you have to rein it in,
Potentially, maybe.
Camera
yeah,
adds
see.
£10, they say, don't they? So rein in them takeaway orders. What was the greatest team talk you ever received?
It was actually Mikel Arteta. He was playing for us at the time, Arsenal, and it was when we were struggling, not making top 4. And essentially pulled a meeting for the players only, and he just said it how it was, said a few truths. He said exactly what we needed to do, and then after that moment, we made 4th. Quite comfortably in the end, but essentially that inspired everyone, and I'm not surprised why he's doing so well here.
So what, he literally just on the training ground one day was
not even a training ground. No, it was in the dressing room before training. We missed a little bit of training as well.
Okay.
But he didn't care, because essentially the main goal was to finish 4th or above, and it worked.
No surprise for you at all that he's sort of in that mould, in that space?
No, do you know what, that sort of moment alone was like his manager meant to be, and for me he's made Arsenal to absolute force now. So I've been sort of quite happily sort of seeing behind the scenes stuff, so it's been really exciting.
What's the best training ground prank you ever seen pulled?
I mean, it's just more messing around really. I remember one of the players at Southampton, I don't mind naming him now, Fraser Forster.
You get away with it now?
Yeah,
you're retired, just chuck him under the bus.
Hard-boiled eggs in his car.
Love it.
Him and James Ward-Prowse had a really good sort of love-hate relationship, really good relationship actually, good friends in football. And I think Prowse was actually saying goodbye when he was driving off with his window down. He's just launched all these eggs in his car, and it's obviously, you can imagine the mess it would have created. And I don't think it was even his car, it was his wife's car, Prowse's wife's car, so he had to clean that up. So yeah, it wasn't particularly great. That's the one that comes to mind anyway.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
The next one, did you ever come close to joining a club we wouldn't know about?
Yeah, Liverpool.
Liverpool?
Yeah, I remember talking
Because you're a Liverpool fan, aren't you?
I am. I'm a Liverpool fan, or was. I'm definitely an Arsenal fan, like I'm pushing my kids towards Arsenal. But yes, Liverpool was many years ago. It was actually probably back in, would have said, 2014 would have been, around about that sort of time, yeah.
And so what, you were having conversations with the club, the manager? How close are we talking here?
Yeah, kind of close.
Really?
Yeah, kind of close. It was just, it was very interesting, but it just wasn't quite right for me at the time. But yeah, it was fairly close. No one had known about. Yeah.
When you did the famous celebration against Tottenham, what did your teammates say in the dressing room? Because
it was over there,
wasn't it?
Over there, that corner.
In that corner.
Do you know what? Because I did my injury, it was more the players came and saw how I was, because I did my knee that day. So they didn't really say, "Oh, why did you do that for?" It was more the actual guys carrying me off the stretcher. Were like, "Stop doing it, Theo," because all the coins are getting peppered in. I was getting all sorts of abuse.
Worth it though?
Oh, I'll do it over and over and over again. But I'm always dreading the moment when Arsenal play Tottenham and, you know, if Tottenham end up winning 2-0 or whatever, which isn't likely.
It's not likely.
You know, it'll come
Although
back
with
to
Ange in
haunt
the
me.
door, with big Ange in the door, they look good.
Yeah, it's early days.
It's early days.
Yeah.
All right, final question then. Pundit now. You know, you've got the suit
We'll
on. As a player, what did pundits say that irritated you the most?
I remember it was Chris Waddle said that I had not a football brain. For someone who's played for Arsenal for 12 years and scored over 100 goals for Arsenal, played for England for quite a lot of times, scored hat-tricks. Football brain's done pretty well.
Okay, make sure you don't say anything like that on screen today, then, Theo. Thank you very much, mate.
No worries, still. No
Top
problem.
man.
Saturday Social, brought to you by EA Sports FC with PlayStation 5.